In this video, we are going to be writing linear equations when we are given 2 points. So that means that we will be given 2 ordered pairs, and from those ordered pairs, we will need to write the slope-intercept form of the equation. So your first step will be to find the slope m, and to do that, we are going to use the slope formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Step 2 will be to find the y-intercept. And step 3 will be to write your equation of your line in slope-intercept form. So let's look how to do that down here with example 1. Example 1 says, what is the equation of the line that passes through the point 0, 9, and 3, 0? So let's start with step 1. Find the slope. You'll remember that I like to label my points. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So I'll have my slope equals y2 is 0 minus y1 is 9 over x2 is 3 minus x1 is 0. So 0 minus 9 is negative 9, and 3 minus 0 is 3. Negative 9 divided by 3 is negative 3. So that means that our slope is negative 3. Now we are on to step 2, which is find the y-intercept. Now we're going to be talking about 2 different ways to do this. You can always solve for your y-intercept, but let's work smarter and not harder. Your y-intercept will always be the point 0, b. And b will be that number that's here. So if ever you have an ordered pair where 0 comes first and a number comes second, then that is your y-intercept. So always check your ordered pairs first to see if they give you the y-intercept. The ordered pairs that I have are 0, 9, and 3, 0. One of these is the y-intercept. It is this one right here because 0 comes first. 0 must come first for it to be a y-intercept. Make sure you're writing this down. That way you have it in your notes. So because 0 comes first, they're telling me in this problem that 9 is b. So b equals 9. Now they won't always give you the y-intercept, but that is okay. I will show you how to do it when they don't give you a y-intercept. So now that we know m and b, we can use that to plug into our equation. I'll replace b with 9, and I'll replace m with negative 3. So my equation will be y equals negative 3x plus 9. Again, I got that negative 3 from m, and I got the 9 from b. Let's try this again with example 2. So on example 2, it says, what is the equation of the line that passes through the points 1, 2, and negative 6, negative 5? First thing that we need to do is we need to find the slope. So to be able to do that, I'm going to label my ordered pairs. x1, y1, x2, y2. So y1 is negative 5 minus, y2 is negative 5 minus y1, which is 2, over x2 is negative 6 minus x1, which is 1. Negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7. Negative 6 minus 1 is negative 7. Negative 7 divided by negative 7 is positive 1. So we have found that our slope is 1. Now we are on to step 2. Step 2 is to find the y-intercept. If we look at our ordered pairs, we aren't given 0 and then a number like how we were for this one here. So they did not give us the y-intercept. When they do not give you the y-intercept, you need to solve for b. To do this, you plug into y equals mx plus b, and you pick one of the 2 points they give you. I'm going to pick this first point. So if I pick that first point, 1, 2, and that tells me that x is 1 and y is 2. And I'm going to use our slope m is 1 from step 1. So I'll have 2 equals, because y is 2, equals m is 1 times x. X is also 1. Because this x comes from right here, x is 1, plus b. And now I want to solve for b. So 1 times 1 is 1. I want to get b alone, so I need to move that 1 to the other side. 1 is positive, so to move it to the other side, I'll have to subtract it. 2 minus 1 is 1. So b equals 1. So now we are ready for step 3, which is write the equation. So I'm going to replace m with the 1 that I found here, and I'm going to replace b with the 1 that I found here. So my equation is y equals 1x plus 1. This is my answer. If you would like, you could also write this answer as x plus 1, because 1x and x represent the same thing. Let's go ahead and look at the next example. So example 3 says write the slope-intercept form of the equational line that passes through -5, -2, and 0, 0. Now, they didn't list out the 3 steps like how they did on the first 2 examples, but you know what those 3 steps are. So let's go ahead and apply them here. Step 1 is I need to find my slope. So I'm going to have x1, y1, x2, y2. So I will have 0 minus -2 over 0 minus -5. A negative times a negative is a positive. So 0 plus 2 is 2, and 0 plus 5 is 5. So my slope is 2/5. Step 2 is to solve for our y-intercept. So we had gotten in step 1, we got that our slope was 2/5. I don't know why it erased on us. Step 2 is we're going to find our y-intercept. So you can either solve for b, or you can look to see if one of your ordered pairs is the y-intercept. You'll know this because it will be at a point 0 and then another number. I am given my y-intercept right here. The point is 0, 0. So because 0 comes first, the second number is your y-intercept. So here my y-intercept is 0. Once you know your slope and your y-intercept, then you can write your equation of the line. So we're going to plug into y equals mx plus b. So m will be replaced by 2/5 and b will be replaced with 0. So we'll have y equals 2/5 x plus 0 as our answer. Or you could write your answer as y equals 2/5 x. Either way, this gives you the same answer. On example 4, it says write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line through the points -1, 0, and 1, 1. So step 1 is I'm going to find my slope. So I have x1, y1, x2, and y2. So I'm going to plug into my equation. And so I will have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 1 minus 0 is 1. A negative times a negative is a positive. 1 plus 1 is 2. So my slope is 1/2. Next, I want to solve for b. Here I am not given the y-intercept. Remember that this is an x-intercept because 0 comes second. 0 has to come first for it to be a y-intercept. So I am going to pick this second point right here. It doesn't matter which point you pick. I'm just going to pick this second one. And I'm going to use that to solve for b. So I'm plugging into y equals mx plus b. If I use that point, then y is 1. M we just solved for, we got 1/2. X is 1 plus b. So I'm going to have 1 equals, well, 1/2 plus 1 is 1/2 plus b. I want to get b by itself. So I got to move that 1/2 to the other side. 1/2 is positive, so to move it to the other side, I'll have to subtract it. 1 minus 1/2 is 1/2. So 1/2 is equal to b. Step 3 is to write your equation. So my equation in slope-intercept form is going to be y equals 1/2 x plus 1/2.